Now, Ross, please don't go far as we move to our next story out of the United States, where the US Department of Homeland Security agents have detained a foreign student from Columbia University early Thursday after entering a residential building under the pretext of searching for a missing person. The student, identified as Elmina Aghayeva, was taken into custody, sparking outrage amongst university officials and students. Columbia University acting president Claire Shipman said that law enforcement agents had made misrepresentations to gain entry to the building. She also stressed that federal agents need a judicial warrant to enter a non-public university areas, including student housing. After a few hours, New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani announced that he had discussed the case with President Donald Trump, who assured him that the student would be released soon. Later in the day, DHS stated that it had freed Aghayeva and launched removal proceedings against her. And joining us again, we have Ross Feingold, a political analyst located out of Taipei in Taiwan. Now, Ross, have these proceedings made the United States a less appealing location for international students worldwide? All of these immigration actions against foreign students studying in the United States?
There might be data that reflects that, but I think we should look more over the long term rather than just 1 year into the Trump administration. It's obvious that the Trump administration has been willing to use legal authorities that are available to it to rather aggressively revoke the student status of foreigners who engage in political activities that are counter to administration policies. This has resulted in litigation in some cases as well. So if there's a reduction in the number of foreign students who want to come to America in the short term, that certainly wouldn't be a surprise. But again, I would look over the long term, because the reality is many students don't want to study in the United States, and they might just calibrate their activities accordingly. What I mean is they might go to the United States and they'll just avoid engaging in political activities, knowing the position of the Trump administration on this issue.
And now just to our last question, Ross, is it unusual for a mayor of a city, well, New York is one of the largest, to weigh in on this case as Zohran Mamdani has done?
I don't think he had any choice. He ran for mayor as an opponent of Trump administration, and specifically Trump administration policies. This event occurred within New York City. Even if it involves a foreign national who's not technically a New York City citizen, but they are a resident. So again, I think he had no choice, because otherwise, if he was quiet, people would say, well, you're a wimp. You're not following through on those bold promises and commitments you made as a candidate. So he had to get involved.
Ross Feingold, thank you so much for your time today and for sharing your thoughts with us. Now to our next story in Europe. Denmark is set to hold its parliamentary election on the 24th of March. According to